If you're a guy and you want to feel better, be more productive, live longer, one of the best things you can do is open the door, take a walk, create a habit of walking. In this video, you're going to hear about 5 specific areas, including testosterone and prostate health, that a habit of walking can make better. Hi, I'm Dave. I'm not a doctor. Nothing in this video should be taken as specific medical advice for you. Instead, I'm a guy who loves walking, and to help you fall in love with walking, I do a daily audio podcast, same name as this YouTube channel, but you won't find it here on YouTube. Instead, check out Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast. Every day, there's a brand new 10-minute episode designed to provide you with a little added motivation to get out and take the walk. And to make it more interesting, every episode is recorded while I'm out walking, so you can hear what's happening around me, and as you're listening, kind of sounds like we're taking a walk together. So 5 areas that a habit of walking can make better. Let's start with testosterone. As we get older, we lose testosterone, which impacts muscle mass, libido, mood. Well, there's research indicating that men who move more, who are exercising, who are walking consistently, have better testosterone values than men who aren't, men who are sedentary. Number 2, the leading cause of death among men is heart disease. So we're talking heart attack, stroke, heart failure. And a significant contributor to heart disease is blood pressure. There's not just one, there's a bunch of research. A lot of research indicating that moving more, exercising, walking consistently can have a positive impact, can lower your blood pressure. Number 3, stress. You feel stress? You ever feel stressed? A handful of weeks ago, I had a huge project at work, and I was feeling the stress as I was getting closer. And then the week of the project, it was intense. I was so amped up that I was still feeling it. And the project, by the way, was successfully concluded, but I was still amped up for a week or so afterwards. One of the best things that I did during that whole thing was to get out and walk, to walk consistently. Because walking can lower cortisol, which is the body's stress hormone. At the same time, it can also release endorphins, the body's feel-good chemicals. So when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling anxious, one of the best things you can do is get out and take a walk. And I think we know this intuitively. You know, we say, I need to get some air, I need to stretch my legs, because you know that a walk is going to make you feel better. Even better is to create a habit of walking, so you're consistently managing that stress. Walking has tremendous health benefits, a lot of it research-backed. I've been walking consistently as a fitness activity since 2013. I love it. I feel good. But you know, equally important to feeling good is knowing what's happening internally, having insight into the status of my health. And maybe you don't feel good. Maybe you're dealing with fatigue, unexplained weight gain, low energy, and it's more than simply because you're getting older. Well, LabCorp On Demand, which is sponsoring this video, is offering you a men's health test. You get the insight into the status of your health. In fact, LabCorp On Demand has almost 100 different tests for both men and women. I'm getting the men's health test, which includes cholesterol, diabetes risk, total testosterone. I'm also getting the PSA prostate cancer screening test because, as a guy, that's important information. Getting started really easy. Use this link to choose your tests, and then at checkout, use the code WalkingIsFitness to get 20% off the men's health test and other select tests. Then make an appointment at one of LabCorp's more than 2,000 patient service facilities for sample collection. And the samples will be collected just like at a doctor's office. No pricking your own finger to get the sample. So make the appointment. In fact, if you want, you can just walk in to one of LabCorp's facilities. Testing is done at LabCorp's CAP-accredited, CLIA-certified laboratories. They handle like 3 million samples every week. And then you'll be notified by email when the results are ready, as early as the next day. You'll go online to your LabCorp patient account, view the results. Now, if there's something that needs prompt attention, LabCorp will send you an email, maybe even give you a call. If you're serious about getting strong, healthy, optimizing performance, knowing your testosterone, tap this link, use the code WALKINGIsFitness for the men's health test to get 20% off the men's health test and other select tests. Number 4, being more productive. So if you're like me, wired like me, you've got a lot of projects, pretty long to-do list. At times that can feel overwhelming. Not sure how to prioritize everything, maybe even get stuck. What do I do next? How do I solve this problem? Well, there's a Latin phrase that in English means it is solved by walking. People throughout history have understood the value of taking walks to find solutions to problems. If you want to be more productive, start walking. There was fascinating research out of Stanford, 2014. They wanted to determine which was better for solving problems, sitting and brainstorming or taking a walk. And they determined that walking, and it didn't matter whether you were on a treadmill or walking outside in nature, that people who were walking were 60% more creative. They found 60% more solutions to the problems than those who were sitting. You want to be more productive? Go take a walk. And number 5, prostate health. So heart disease is the number 1 killer of men. Number 2 is cancer. And when you look at the list of cancers, prostate cancer is second on that list. Research out of Harvard in 2019 indicates that men who are consistently exercising, moving, walking, have a 30% lower risk of advanced prostate cancer and a 25% reduced risk of dying from prostate cancer. You want to feel better, you want to be more productive, you want to live longer, one of the best things you can do is open the door and start walking.